Bruyne keeps on going and hits it into the back of the net.
It's in these moments you really need to push instead of just trying to maintain. You just need to push and go for all of it.
The Blues are in cruise control.
The team are in fantastic form at the moment. Do you feel as if you're coming into form just at the right sort of time now?
Well, to be fair, I think we've been on form on the right time for a long time now. It's that time of the year, decisions, and every game you're either in or out. Champions League, elimination rounds, and also the way it goes in the Premier League. Every wrong foot might kill you. So we've been fighting finals for a long time now, and it will keep being the same until the end.
City always seem to be able to do that at this time of the year, go on these amazing long winning runs. How does that happen? Where does that come from?
Well, I guess essentially comes from ambition from us all. I think that's probably one of our best characteristics, that we were able to, and the club was able to join players that more than the quality, the individual quality they have. We're all very ambitious, and when this time comes, no one hides. Everyone shows up, or everyone do their best to try and show up and be there for the team and for themselves as well. So I guess that particularly trace of personality, it's definitely something that helps us in these moments. I think it is the accumulation. You play well, you win, you keep winning, and you keep performing, especially then when you face Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals and you're able to beat them. I think for the team, for everyone, for the confidence, it's a big boost, and it definitely helps you accumulate that good energy. But in the end, you always need to remember that the challenge is gone, it's done. It's been great, but you have another one just in 2 or 3 days, and I think that's the biggest challenge. Also throughout the season, obviously, it's the life we live, but especially in this moment, because now, like I said before, it's all finals and it's all in or out. But we also know how difficult it is this part of the season, because it seems it's all done, it seems it's all great, it seems it's all fantastic, but it's not done until it's actually done, and it's not finished until it's actually finished. And it's in these moments, like I said before, the personality of our team. It's in these moments you really need to push instead of just trying to maintain. You just need to push and go for all of it, because it's this final bit and it's these final decisions, and like many times people say, it's not really how it begins or how it goes in the middle, it's really how it ends.
And the fact is that you know what this entails, you know how it happens, you know how it works. You've got the experience of having gone through title runs before to win. How important is it to have that and know that mindset, know that mentality?
I think the most important is the mix of that. So it's the mix between having that and still everyone being so hungry. Everyone is, we need more, we want more. No one's satisfied, and especially when you get to this time and you're in the competitions, the appetite just comes. And I think that the fact that no one has lost that appetite is what keeps us coming back and back again. And definitely to be here again, it's a privilege to us all. We obviously have been here before, we know what we have to do, and we'll try to do it again.
The man that has come in for you guys up front though this season, Erling Haaland, he's had an incredible season. Just what has it been like playing with him, and how special a player is he?
I think mostly is the thing that I most appreciate in him is his will, his aura, how much he wants to win. Because you can be a very good player, you can have different characteristics that set you apart from everyone else, but in the end, here you have to do it, forget, do it again, forget, do it again, forget. And many people can do it, but not that many people can do it always. And if I have to choose one quality of him, is that anger to keep winning.
And he's a young player as well. There's probably going to be so much more developed from him as well this year. But in terms of what he's done so far, are we surprised at just how successful he's been?
No, to be honest, I'm not surprised at all. Obviously, until you've done it, you've not done it. But I played against him, and you can feel how difficult or how dangerous a player is when you actually have the feeling of playing against him. And since the day I play against him, I really had no doubts of how good he could be, because it just makes you be on the red line the whole game. and a striker that is able to do that is definitely a very good one.
In terms of yourself as part of the defensive unit, how do you feel things have gone for you this year? Because I think only Newcastle have conceded fewer goals than City in the Premier League so far this season.
Well, always very happy when when those numbers are in good favour for us. But I guess it comes naturally. Just before I was asked about another clean sheet, and I guess that obviously it's always good, and the thought of it's always refreshing. But I guess the most important, especially before a game, it's to think about the things that will allow it to happen. And most of all, and every single day, more than thinking about them, I just think about how to make them happen, and I think that's the biggest joy in all of it.
And there's great competition for places in the squad all the way through, but Manuel Akanji coming into the squad this year, what have you made of him and how he's settled into the back unit?
No, I think you can easily take your conclusions. He's obviously a brilliant player. He's a very good defender. And he's just settled in as easily as his quality. He's a very communicative player, and that definitely helps a lot him and whoever is next to him. So he's definitely been a plus in our team since the beginning.
And for you personally, I think you played 44 games this season so far for club and for country. It's been a long season. How do you get yourself physically and mentally ready now for this last push?
Well, I guess that by this time every year we already know what's coming. Especially if you actually make it this far, being in every competition, you already know what's expected of you, and that's the challenge in the end. It's to play well, and obviously to keep winning, and also to be ready for it, and to make sure your body will help or will be the extension of your mind in helping you perform the way you want to perform.
And we can see from the picture behind you of you holding the Premier League trophy aloft and been loving that, obviously, but the Champions League one is the one that everybody desperately wants. Is that a big focus for you this year? Do you feel as if there's more focus towards that than maybe the Premier League?
Not desperately. Obviously we want it a lot. It's the dream of a child of winning a Champions League, of winning a Premier League, of winning a World Cup. But I think it's in that child's duties to learn how to do it, and to learn how to not be desperate, and just to know how to do it, and to know how to fight for it. And I think essentially that's what we're all trying to do, to obviously be at our best, but also when the time comes and the final comes, to be ready for those finals, and to take them the way you have to take them and win them.
And just finally, are the players talking, even if it's very, very quietly, about the possibility of a treble?
Yeah, obviously for you to make things happen, you need to visualize them first. But then right after that, you need to remember that you need to think about today, and not too far ahead. If not, you'll lose the focus, and you'll lose the possibility of fighting for something great. And that's our main opponent, to not look too far ahead and focus on tomorrow.